Hey team, I'm Corinne Austin, the Happy Body Coach. I thought I would put together a small video about what Happy Bodies Online is, because I've already had a number of messages asking for a little bit more detail, and I know that there will be certainly messages in the future as well. So I thought I'd put together just a little clip about what Happy Bodies Online is about and how it came to be. So I guess it effectively opened during lockdown in March 2020. So it had been a dream of mine for some time to have an online platform where I could service more people than what I can do in my practice. Now, it had been waiting for some time for me to prioritize it to be able to be launched. And lockdown actually gave me the perfect environment because my work hours were reduced because I couldn't have people in my practice or in my studio, but yet people wanted help with movement, with health. So I launched it during lockdown, and that's how Happy Bodies Online came to be. So at the end of this month, it's officially a year old. Now, there was during lockdown up to 400 people in there, or just over 400 odd people in there, some local, some from across the world as well. So it was quite humbling that others around the world wanted to join in too. It was free for the first 8 or 10 weeks through that initial lockdown period. I provided a huge amount of content that most clients would pay for, all for free, just because I wanted to be of service and of help and be a happy and sort of positive place whilst we battled the downside of COVID, I guess. Now, from about June, it's become a subscription site or a membership site, a paid site. Now, that was always the intention, and everybody that signed up originally during lockdown knew that that was always the intention of the page or of the group. So it's been a Facebook page, or a group rather, from that point in time, where there's been myself and other ambassadors who each have their own niche in some part of wellness. We've contributed pretty much daily something useful, something to do with movement and or health or well-being across that time. Now, I like to think that I bring you a whole amount of amazing, cutting edge, hot off the press kind of information, stuff that you won't find anywhere else, especially in a group that can be supportive and where I can answer your questions as well. So I've been in the industry for 17, 18 years now, and I've had in my time some amazing, humbling, incredibly intelligent mentors. They are Dave Leo, Angela Jenkins, John Polly, Dr. Perry Nicholson, and Dr. Stuart Gillespie. Now, they all in their own right have their own unique niche. They've all taught me something that has added to the many hats that I wear in business. So from the personal training side, from the movement side, to sort of addressing the myofascial system, to looking at immune system and gut health, and just how we exist or can exist as happier, healthier humans. By prerogative, I believe that we should know how to look after ourselves and how to look after our inflamed bodies or any pain or niggles or symptoms that arise. We should, by prerogative, learn that in our growing years through our schooling, through the education curriculum somewhere. I believe that we should have that information, but it's not available yet. And so the information I bring you is all within the realm of movement or health and well-being, and it's all stuff that you can take away and do on yourself almost immediately. Well, immediately, in fact. There'll be a lot of stuff still that has to be personalized, and that's where I still provide a number of different services where I can provide that information in a more personalized and safer context. But for the most part, there is so much that I can feed you information-wise or education-wise that helps you to understand so much more about your body and what the different pain signs mean, or what the different symptoms mean, or what a lack of sleep may mean, and how you can go about implementing or integrating small things into your life for you to exist in a happier body. A happier body equals a happier mind as well. And a lot of the tips that we feed you in here are also based upon how they affect you mentally, emotionally as well. So we cover a huge amount of content, a huge scope of content. And like I say, I don't know that anything like this exists in the world to date. So it's pretty exciting to be able to bring it to you. I don't consider myself an expert. I just consider myself to have a moderate amount of knowledge in a vast number of subject areas, and that's what I hope to bring to you. So we cover movement or movement hacks. We understand why we have tightness or restriction or limitation in our bodies by looking at the myofascial system. So I give you all kinds of different tips or mobility type exercises that could help with shoulder pain or plantar fasciitis or lower back pain, etc. We look at, I offer you different workouts. So some are live, some are pre-recorded that I've done in the past, but they cover a different kind of ranges of movement types as well. So some are more mobility and motion focused, some are core sort of Pilates based, floor based work, and then we've got the higher intensity stuff as well. So I cover a lot of different bases to help the many different likes that are out there in terms of what you do for exercise. We cover stress and sympathetic dominance and try to understand what a sympathetic dominant state is and what that is doing to your body and how we can correct that. We look at gut health and all the different signs that we may have a compromised gut or a gut that could in fact be working better than it currently is. I provide different ideas about the immune system and how we can recognize that our immune system is overactive or not doing its job properly. I give you certain things that you can do to help your immune system work better, or how we can understand autoimmune disease better. There will be, I suggest different supplements to help target different complaints or different symptoms or issues that you may have. And I always give those on a basis of some supplements are good for everybody. They're what I call like a maintenance type supplement that everybody should do. Others are targeted at certain, like I say, certain symptoms or certain complaints. And I will always tell you if there's something contraindicated. So reasons that you shouldn't take this for X, Y, and Z reasons. We look at the liver health and lymphatic health. So our liver, our lymphatic system, or our sewage systems, that they help remove or the gunk or the excess or the waste products from our body. So I teach you about understanding if they are working better or they are, for whatever reason, currently jeopardized in how well they are functioning for you. So I suggest different things that you can do from a nutritional aspect as well as from a movement or like a biohack kind of way as well. We look at the vagus nerve. So the vagus nerve is our main parasympathetic activity. So it helps to bring us from a stress state or a state of fight or flight back across to the rest and healing and repair state. So we can't repair ourselves when we are defending. So if we're in a state of fight or flight, no matter what we do, our body is going to continue to be in that state of fight or flight. That's where the vagus nerve can come in. That's where we can try to flick that switch from being in a sympathetic or rest fight and flight state back across to the rest and repair and healing state. So I teach all about the vagus nerve and its beautiful wonders. I provide at the start of every month, we are now doing Happy Body bundles. So when I first started the Happy Bodies online group, we did 14 days of what I called Happy Body bundles, and they were a magnificent package of 14 different Happy Body hacks that we can all do, all of us do on a daily basis to help us be more well. Now, again, some of these things aren't talked about in a capacity like this, and certainly in a comprehensive package kind of a way. They are talked about exclusively, but when we bring them all together, then they can be all that more powerful. So I originally did that 14-day bundle at the start, way back during our March, May, April lockdown. And at the very beginning of each month now, so the first week of each month, I am again doing a Happy Body bundle. So for the first 7 days of each month, you'll get a Happy Body bundle tip or hack every day for those 7 days that again teaches you something about your body and how it can be happier. The idea of those is that you then take those 7 Happy Body bundles from that particular week and you try them for the week, or sorry, for the month, and just see if they work for you, what changes you feel in your body or in your mind as a result of doing those every day or as often as you can. Every Happy Body Bundle tip I give should affect your body in a positive way. That is why I give them, and they are really powerful, seemingly insignificant, but super effective little goodies. Again, when they come as a packaged lot of stuff, especially when you combine them on top of everything that I provide in the Happy Body Bundles kit across time, then this is just one way that we can find ourselves a happier body. So that effectively is what the Happy Bodies online group is all about. It's me providing you with a hugely comprehensive scope of amazing and up-to-date content. I am still studying, so I have studied nonstop for the last sort of 6 years now. I am always learning new stuff, and I intend to bring it to you in my own unique, Corinnified, happy body coached way. So that is Happy Bodies Online in a nutshell. $25 per month is this absolute steal because you'll be getting workouts, you'll be getting happy body tips, you'll be getting so much more across a month than what I can possibly give a client within the space of an hour. So I think it's a steal. That's as much of one coffee per week. I think for our own future well-being and wellness, for us to overcome being in a world where we are the sickest, most diseased population to ever exist on this earth, this is just one way, one little step that I can take to help not just us, but the generations and our children following us, teach them the different things, or teach us all the different things that we can do to be more well, because wellness is in our hands, and it's a state of ignorance with the information out there these days to still be in a disease state. So if I can empower you with these simple little happy body tips and make it really easy and have you understand just how accessible and effective they are in positively affecting your body, then that is my underlying mission and drive and goal with Happy Bodies Online. I do hope that you can join us. I do hope that you'll share the love and spread the word. This is going places. This is one of my biggest, most passion-fueled projects at the moment, and I can't wait to have you on board with us. Any questions, fire them my way. You can get me on email, Corinne, which is CORINNE @fitfixnz.co.nz. Otherwise, find me on Facebook and send me a message. I am all sorts of places on Facebook. You will find me. I hope to hear from you soon. May you all be well, and I hope that I can make you more well in the future going forward. Keep smiling, keep shining. I'll see you really soon.